If you follow me on Instagram, you know I've already made this repair once. Road trip back from Denver, it snapped again. Funny thing about metal fatigue, you can see it was cracked here on the original hanger, and I put a piece of strap across it. Well, you see that crack is now going all the way through into the resonator itself, plus through the strap I put on there. Even though I welded across the strap, or welded across the original hanger, then put the strap in, it still went. So I'm gonna go back after this with a different style hanger, see if I can't get it to work the way I want it to work. And not only that, I need to push this. You can see it's rubbing right there. I need to bring it out. So let's see what I can do about this. Funny thing is there's a factory hanger right there, but I don't know, is that one in the way of the spring? I'm gonna get a jack and figure that out, because if that one actually is not in the way of the spring, I might use that instead. I've got a couple different style hangers. I'm gonna see what I'm gonna work with. While I'm at it, that road trip I rolled over 200,000 miles on the truck, and I'm getting a lot of O2 sensor codes, so pick those up at my favorite O'Reilly's. I've got 3. You notice I need 4. The other one's on order, so I'll put the 3 in that I got, making sure the codes I'm getting for the position I'm getting are the one I replace, and then I'll wait for the other one. Because they're not all going all at once, but yeah. This type of hanger I might try with the rubber strap in between, and you can either clamp that. I always weld them. Put a little bit of weld right there on the tube. It's rounded, works nice that way. I've also got these kind. You can bend them. Let's see what I do. But definitely use some PB on your O2 sensors, on the bungs and stuff, so you can get them undone. I just soaked them a second ago. Let them go. I'll let them soak while I'm working on the tailpipe. So one of the issues I'm looking at is I have this rubber isolator up against the frame and a nice size bolt coming down, and then it's there. I'm hoping this will solve it, because the rubber isolator is in between there. I can bend this at the appropriate hole, weld that on. That'll actually rotate so I can get a better position. You got a rotation point right there. I'll figure out exactly where I need to put it now that I got that one out. I'm gonna need to let this all the way down and clean all this off. That crack that's going through on the resonator, I'm gonna need to seal that up too. And then of course, I want to let it all down so I'm away from this, the fuel tank. And the fuel tank's got a couple of different, you got a plastic liner that's a abrasion liner, you got the skid plate, then you got the fuel tank itself, but I certainly don't want any of my spall going anywhere near that thing. So I'll size it up, drop it all the way back down again, weld it on where it needs to be, then bolt it up. It should be that simple. You know, you can never pick when you have time to do this. Of course, the landscaping guys are out here. That's not gonna fit. So this particular bracket's not gonna work. I'll save that for another project in the future. Next thing I'm looking at is here, except for that comes right down where the resonator is. Not exactly ideal. I'm wondering about further up. Or, yeah, I don't know where I've got room for this style. little thing I did. Piece of steel strapping between the two mufflers. Should help tie them together a little bit to keep this one from falling down so far. Because you have a stock hanger back here, and you have a stock hanger right here. So now we got hangers basically tying both sides of the mufflers together. This is not how I wanted these mufflers to be oriented. You know, the more I piss around with this exhaust system, the more I'm thinking next spring I'm just gonna have to redo it all the way I want it done. Wonder with the rust on the top of these things. They're stainless, but they're 409 stainless, which means you can MIG weld to them. They're not the expensive stainless, but we'll see what I do. I'd rather have these things right next to each other, parallel, strapped together. Then you can go off those two factory hangers that holds the whole weight of the mufflers up. Yeah, and there's so much scabbing and stuff in here that just, it all bothers me. Bothers me a lot. The fact that they kept the factory piece of tube here when they did what they did, all of it bothers me. O2 sensors, yeah, like there's one right there. They've been soaking in the PB blaster. I'm gonna zip those out. No sense in filming that. But hopefully that one back there works. Hopefully that holds it up nice and neat and keeps it from falling off. I'm using a factory mount that was broken off. Right now I just want this to hold through winter. And hopefully that strapping these two together will help. It occurs to me I might want to do it on both sides, but we'll see. We'll see. If this thing falls off again, I'm going to be really upset, and then I might actually be rebuilding this thing during the winter. Well, this is one of those things, I just don't feel like paying Master Muffler to get in here and then waiting for them to get it done when I can just do it. It took me about an hour or less. So, you get a welder, you can handle your own exhaust for a lot of it. I mean, the bends and stuff I don't have. You can buy those, but I guess that's the whole point of this video, is understanding you don't have to pay someone to do stuff if you can just figure it out yourself. So stay tuned. We'll see in the spring if I do more. If I actually tear this whole exhaust system apart and redo it the way I want it. If you came this far, appreciate you watching. We'll catch you on the next one.